Hello friends, and welcome to Marie Green Yoga here on YouTube. And this is number 25th of 30 days of yoga, and we are on hip openings for a couple of sessions and today as well. So if you're following along for these 30 days, we will come back to external rotation today, more hip openings, maybe a little bit more for our rotators, and we will make our way into a side plank. Also could be called Vasisthasana. We will do the supported version today, and there will be a more advanced class, if you want to call it, or more of a balanced class listed below in the comments if you would like to take that one as well. So we are going into Vasisthasana supported version today. I'm glad you're here. Let's start by sitting comfortably. I am sitting on a block as usual, and sit however you would like to, and just check that your sit bones are rooted and grounded, and that your knees can be below your hips, your hands on knees, thighs, or in a comfortable position, either facing down or up. And we'll start with our 3 nice long breaths, ujjayi breaths, or really any form of 3 breaths to clear the space around us, within us, and get ready for our yoga practice today with hip openings. So here we are. We can close our eyes, sitting nice and tall, shoulder blades away from the ears. And we slowly start to move the breath all the way out to the bottom of the belly. And there is a little point down there where we can hold on to, right below the belly button. And then from there we inhale 3 to 5 counts to the top of the roof of our mouth. And exhale 3 to 5 counts. Holding it for a brief moment and inhaling 3 to 5 counts. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling all the air out. And slowly making your way back into your normal breathing, calm and peaceful delivery of oxygen to all parts of our body as we go through some poses to get ourselves into a hip opening pose called Vasisthasana today. So with that said, let's lay on to our backs. And it's always nice to have a block or two close by for any sort of extra help if we needed the floor to come up a little bit further up to our hand and meet our arm. So from here, let's come on to our backs and take the feet on each side of your mat and windshield wipe your knees side to side, inhaling and exhaling, and opening up in towards side of our waist, opening up in towards our lower back, our IT band, and activating all the way out to our toes. We'll do one more side to side, inhaling and exhaling, and gently taking your feet back together, knees to chest. And one more breath here. And then we'll take the right knee into the chest and releasing it, and taking the knee towards the shoulder and releasing it, knee to chest, and releasing and knee to shoulder. We'll do one more time, releasing and then knee towards chest, And releasing, and knee towards shoulder, and we'll stay here. And switching sides, taking your left knee into the chest, extending the right leg forward, and releasing, and taking your left knee to shoulder, and releasing, and right knee to chest, and releasing, and left knee towards shoulder, and releasing, knee to chest. And one more time, we'll take the knee all the way out towards the left shoulder and holding it here, extending the right leg, and releasing, knees to chest. Happy baby pose, arms inside the legs, hands outside the feet, sacrum down, knees towards the shoulders, feet to sky, lower legs parallel, opening adductors, sacrum to the mat, lower back slightly lifting. One more breath here. And then slowly bring your knees back together, hands underneath the knees, and we roll our way up and come to tabletop, please. Second finger forward. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck the toes under. Arch your spine to the sky. Top of the head towards the mat. And inhale, long spine. And exhale, hands, knees, toes down. Top of the head towards the mat. And inhale, long spine. And exhale all the air out. And inhale, long spine. One more time, full extension all the way up towards the sky. Each and every vertebrae elongated, spacious. Exhale, tabletop, upper arm bones into the shoulders, and pull the belly button in and tuck the toes. And from there, downward facing dog with bent knees. Bending your knees, lift the upper arm bones, press the palms away from the floor, right heel to the mat, and left heel to the mat, and right heel down, spreading the fingers, and left heel, and right heel down, and one more each side. And then from there, come up onto your toes, sink your heels to your left side. We have the knees bent, and we'll stretch in towards the right side of the waist. Maybe a little arch in there into the lower back, kidney area, quadratus lumborum. And switch second side, heels towards the right side, arch the belly in towards that left lower back area. And slowly come back to the center and walking your feet over to our hands. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, fold top of the head towards the mat. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, and press the feet. Inhale, come all the way to standing, and release. And we'll start with a couple of sun salutation, weaving hip openings in. Arms to sky, inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, place your hands, step back, plank pose. Shoulders and wrists are stacked. And exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, untuck your toes, cobra. Inner shoulder to outer shoulder. And exhale, take it all the way back down. Push back, reverse to plank. And to downward facing dog. One breath here, and come up onto your toes, bend your knees, take a step or a hop over to your hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, root your feet, come to standing and release the hands, arms to sky. Inhale, And exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, place the hands, step back, plank pose. Shoulders and wrists are stacked. Lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Inner shoulder to outer shoulder. And exhale, taking it back down. Reverse to your plank. Tuck the toes. Down dog. This time around, step your right foot outside your right hand. And we'll stay right here into a lunge, high lunge. Toes are turned out, hands are supporting us. And from here, extend your right leg, maybe coming up onto fingertips, maybe using a block. Right heel down, toes up, and then we'll come back down and lift the top of the head and exhale. Extend your front leg. There's a slight external rotation onto the front leg. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale, bending the front knee, and exhale. And then we'll come back down, bend, and step it back, downward facing dog. Left foot outside your left hand. Turn your toes slightly out, and then we'll come on down into our high lunge, supported with our hands. And exhale, heel down, toes up, and bending. Inhale and extend out through the top of the head, and then exhale, concave into the belly and back body, and inhale, long spine, and exhale. We'll do one more, taking it all the way back down, and exhale. Bring yourself back into a nice big round spine, and then bending and stepping back into downward facing dog. Plank pose. Lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Inner shoulder to outer shoulder. Exhale, taking it back down. Push back to plank pose and to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. One breath here. Lift your upper arm bones and come up on the toes. Bend the knees. Look between the hands. Take your step or your hop over to hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, elbows to sky. Root your feet. Come to standing and release the hands. From here, let's come over and bring our feet together. Take a block, or maybe some of you are taking a chair to have close by in front for standing figure four. So let's bend the knees. Take your right ankle over your left knee. I'll do the same leg. There's no need to mirror. And then from here, we'll take the block and put the hands onto the block the long way. So we're bending our left knee. We take our right ankle or shin somewhere where it feels comfortable for knee and hip. Move it about a little bit this way and that way, keeping a nice long spine, lifting sacrum, long side body, and then maybe we'll take the block down a little bit lower. And inhaling and exhaling a few more breaths right here. And slowly lifting the block back up and hug your right knee into the chest and bring it back down and switch to the second side. Bending into your knees, take your left ankle over your right knee, lift your sacrum and hinge yourself forward, finding your block to support your hands on, where you can root and ground down into the block and find more stability to lift into our sacrum, bend more into the right knee, and moving around in towards our left side of the hip rotators, glutes. Inhaling, moving energy around, maybe bending a little bit more, maybe taking our block flatter down if that works, straightening the arms, extending the spine. One more breath. And then slowly building your block back up, bringing your left knee in towards your chest and bringing it back down. There's all kinds of energies floating around here today. Sometimes it gets a little wavy, and that's okay. Let's come to the front of our mat, please, and bring the big toes together, hands to heart, and release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms to sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, step to plank, please. Shoulders and wrists are stacked. Claw the fingertips. And we'll stay right here and take our knees all the way down. And this time around, kickstand your right foot back and your left leg back. So we are in a supported side plank with the left arm up and over and the gaze underneath the upper arm. And we'll stay right here. Give ourselves one more breath. And exhale, release. And switching to the second side, take the left toe and kickstand to the back, and then take your right arm up and over. Right leg is extended. Supported side plank, taking the gaze underneath the upper arm. Long side body, shoulder blades down on the back, and pull the space from pubic bone to belly button to sternum towards each other. And exhale, release. Hands back down and come back to tabletop. Come back to plank, lifting your knees off and lower all the way down. And inhale into cobra, inner shoulder to outer shoulder. And exhale, take it all the way back down. Push back, child's pose this time around. Exhale, big toes touching, knees to the side, press the palms, sit back down onto your heels. And slowly make your way back up. Tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step one foot between the hands, we'll face each other, come to feet wide apart. Inhale, long spine, and we're going to exhale, place the hands down, turn your right toes out and come down to low lunge, side angle, Skandasana version. Heel down, toes up, open up into adductors, and make your way up and over. Second side, left elbow in towards the left knee, and we'll stay right here. And we'll take it up and over. One more open version for good measure. And making your way up and over. Second side, left elbow, left knee. Support yourself with your hands. And slowly coming all the way back up. This time, support our hands. Make space. And then we're going to come over to the right side again. Turn both toes, knees over towards the right side. Left knee down. Left hand halfway on, halfway off the mat. Right arm up to the sky. Shoulder blades down on the back and lifting up and back and up and back. And another breath here. And exhale, taking it back down. Right elbow, right knee. We make our way back to Skandasana. And then we'll take it up and over. Second side this time around. Turn toes over to the left side, right knee down. Right hand half on, half off the mat for support. Turn your left toes out. Left arm up to the sky, shoulder blades together onto the back. One more breath here, leaning forward and up and away all at the same time, broadening chest, shoulder blades on the back. And exhale, release left elbow in towards the left knee and right heel down and toes up. Make it back to your feet wide apart, Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands fully down, and from here turn your heels in, bend your knees, take your hands onto your knees, and we'll come down to a double warrior pose or power stand. Take your right shoulder into the center and up and over. Second side, left shoulder into center, and one more each side. And second side, tuning and toning into that side of the waist, arms to side, and we'll sit nice and low down here, building some good strength into our inner thighs, into our medial hamstrings, into our hips. We'll stay one more breath here and then extend all the way back up and hands to the side. Turn your toes forward and check to see that your wrists and your ankles are stacked above and below each other. From there, turn your right heel halfway in, and then we'll turn the toes halfway out. And that way, we still have that with our wrists and ankles. Flip your right palm up and come to our reclining Trikonasana version. And then from there, we'll take a nice long side body and feed our right hand below the knee and perhaps down towards the ankle, and taking the gaze up towards the thumb. Bottom ribs forward, top ribs back. Press our four corners of our feet down. And inhaling, exhaling a few more times here, testing our balance. Having our toes forward on the front foot and slightly turned out onto the back foot. It's like a little slack line yoga version with a hand onto the ankle. Take the gaze down, bend your front leg, come to warrior two. Arms to the side. Building some good strength and heat into our legs. One more breath here. And then extend and come back to feet wide apart. And we'll turn our left toes out and the heel in. And we'll come with left palm facing up, reclining Trikonasana. Leaning back, opening up that whole left side of the waist, creating lots of space, keeping the space, and opening up to Trikonasana. Slight bend into the left knee, hand below the knee, and then we'll feed the left hand down. The gaze can stay down, the gaze can come up. Take your favorite pick, shoulder blades together onto the back. Press the four corners of your feet down. Hold on to your muscles into your bones. Weaving parts together and extending, opening up into hips, into rotators, into adductors, into hamstrings. One more gaze right here, and then exhale. Take the gaze back down, bend your knee, come to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, front knee over that front ankle. We'll build some more strength, some more warmth and heat into our larger muscles. And standing with ourselves, enjoying. One more breath, and then press the front foot and take it back. Here we are, feet wide apart, hands to hips, elbows to the back. Turn the toes slightly in and lift up and back and hinge and fold. Top of the head towards the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Long back body. You can even push your hands slightly back into your hips and creating space for hamstrings, lower backs. One more breath here. And then slowly releasing your hands to the mat. We're going to walk our way to our down dog, where we started this whole side angle journey. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, spreading our fingers, lifting the upper arm bones, coming forward to plank pose, and lowering all the way down. Inhale to cobra, inner shoulder to outer shoulder, and exhale, taking it back down. Push back to plank pose, shoulders and wrists stacked, and downward facing dog. From here, come up onto your toes. You can bring your feet all the way together, bend into your knees, and lift your right leg up to the sky. Take your right knee to your left elbow, and to your right elbow, and back up. Right knee to left elbow, right elbow, and back up. One more time, knee to elbow and elbow. And from this time around, we'll take our right knee to pigeon pose, left elbow, right elbow, and then our leg comes down to our pigeon pose. You can tuck or untuck your back toes, forearms down. You can sit on a pillow block, or you can do your figure four laying onto your back. Chances are that you enjoy Pigeon, and that is one of the reasons why you might be here taking this practice with me today, and I really appreciate it. I hope that you are feeling good in your hips. They are slowly starting to open up. We stay active in our right ankle and karate chopping the pinky toe side down. Shin is being pressed in, and we are creating more space for our hip by being able to open up more into our femur. We can have forearms down. We can come down onto a block. We can take our palms forward, take our forehead all the way down, and lengthen up and away. One more breath here. And slowly, hands by shoulders, lifting yourself back up and taking your right leg behind you and opening it up to the sky, and then putting our right foot back down onto the mat. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, feet together, left leg up to the sky, bent knee, one-legged dog, left knee to the right elbow, to the left elbow, and back up. Left knee to the right elbow, and left, and back on up. Knee to right elbow, one more round, and left, and then we'll prepare to take ourselves into Pigeon onto our second side. I usually have to walk my hands forward a little bit to give myself some good space. And then we'll come down onto our left leg, hips are facing forward. Find a good place for your left shin. Arms forward, forearms to mat, or forearms to block. Maybe untucking the back leg, keeping it tucked any way that's comfortable for your ankle and for your knee. Forearms flushing down, helping us to lift up into the core, karate chopping your pinky toe side down. Maybe we'll move our hands forward here as well, or maybe we'll stay where we are. Give ourselves another 3 or so breaths here. Adjusting our ankles, our knees, our hips. One more breath here. And slowly, hands by shoulders, making your way back up. Tuck your back toes and lift your left leg up towards the sky, bending your knee, extending, turning your hips to the floor, and then stepping your left foot back down. Come over to hands, bend your knees, feet to hands. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, fold. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, root your feet, and come to standing. Let's take our hands behind us, interlace, roll the shoulders up and back, and from there, hinge and fold forward, top of the head towards the floor, and reaching your arms to the sky, turning shoulders from the front side to the back side, bringing shoulder blades together, opening up collarbone areas, chest, shoulders away from ears. Stay one more breath here, and then slowly bringing yourselves back down, hands to sacrum and hands to the floor, and we clear the space around us, and stepping back onto downward facing dog and onto tabletop, and kickstand our right foot back, and taking the left leg out to the side and the left arm out to the sky. Take your arm over the ear from there, and then lift your left leg up, and then we'll take the elbow to the knee and extend back out, and elbow to the knee and extend back out one more time, elbow to knee, and extend, and then we'll put it back down. And a little extra stretch, and second side, tabletop, arch the spine, kickstand your left toes, take your right arm up to sky, and then take the arm over the ear, lift your right leg and elbow to knee, and bringing it back out, and elbow to knee, and bringing it back out, and elbow to knee, and bringing it back out, putting your foot back down, and exhale and hinge over, and then we'll come back down onto tabletop to make our way into an arched spine, full convex into the spine, big broad back, tuck toes, down dog. From here, feet to hands, come up on your toes, bend your knees, and step forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, root your feet, come to standing, and release your hands. Step your feet wide apart. We have one more Trikonasana. This time around, we're going to find our peace fingers around our big toes. So let's spread our arms nice and wide, and feet and hands, wrists and ankles are stacked. Heel in, toes out. Notice that if you take a little bit by little bit, then our feet doesn't come in too far or too far out. So just do a little check that you feel good in your legs. Take a good wide stand. And then from there, let's take the left hand to the hip. Nice and safe. Peace fingers are reaching out and coming down towards the big toe. And then we'll take the big toe with our peace fingers. And then we have linked our arm and our leg together. And we'll twist and turn over to the side. Left arm up to sky. Inhale and exhale. And we'll stay one more breath right here. It's a little bit tighter Trikonasana than we did earlier. There's more space to stretch into. And we'll stay one more breath here. And exhale, gaze down, bend your front leg. One more warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, arms out to the side. And press your front foot and extend. Turn your toes and switch second side. Take your right hand to your hip, peace fingers, left hand, and slight bend into the left knee. And then we'll come down to Trikonasana, peace fingers around the big toe. And twist and turn your body to the side. Right arm up to the sky. Gaze up. Long side body. Shoulder blades away from ears. One more breath. Press the four corners of your feet down. And then slowly gaze back down. Bend your front knee. One more warrior two. Bending front knee over the ankle and extending. And bend your knees. Toes facing forward. Bend your knees. And let's do a little jump to the middle. Hands together. And exhale. And drop your arms. Front of the mat. And we'll come to our supported Vasisthasana. Hands together at the heart. And exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms to sky, palms together. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. And inhale, long spine. Exhale, place the hands. Step back, down dog. Plank pose. Lower all the way down. Inhale to cobra. Untuck your toes. Exhale, come back down onto your belly. Tuck the toes, tabletop, please. Let's take your left leg up to tabletop, and we rotate the knee down and out to the side, and down and out to the side, and down and out to the side. We'll do 2 more times for good measure into rotators, glutes, lower abs, and then take your knee back down. Kickstand your right foot behind you, left leg extends. You can take your left hand to your hip and focus on bringing shoulder blades together on the back and knitting ribs together at the same time. Take your left leg parallel to the floor, bend your knee in, take your arm inside the leg, peace fingers around the big toes. We can extend the leg forward. We can extend the leg up to the sky. Take any version that works good for you. And here we have reached our supported side plank Vasisthasana version for today's hip opening practice. Spreading the toes, slight bend in the knee, hugging everything into the midline. And exhale, release, bending it back down and coming back to your side angle. And then we'll make our way back to tabletop, and then we kickstand the left foot and the right leg comes out to the side. And we have our second side. Take your top hand to your hip, and we'll check in that our abdominals are holding in, that our and supporting us and supporting the front side and supporting the rib cage. And taking right hand to hip, lifting right leg parallel, bending our knee in, taking our arm inside, and taking our peace fingers around our right big toe, and then maybe extending the leg forward. And then we have that external rotation of from our Trikonasana practice and our different hip opening angles we've been doing. Spread the toes, shoulder blades together onto the back. Full extension, lifting the heart, pulling the ears back. And exhale, release, bringing it all the way back down and arm overhead. And then we'll come back to our tabletop, arching the spine up to the sky, big full wide arch onto our back. And from here, tucking the toes and making your way into ragdoll, feet halfway in and halfway in with our hands. And then they meet them, hands around our elbows, feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent. And we get to come into a pretty deep forward bend after extending our spine in different directions to come into our full hip opening Vasisthasana supported version today with our knee down in the back. It is a strenuous pose, lots of balance, lots of hip opening. And this whole kind of series of these 30 days of yoga is kind of building up to all of the poses that come day after day after day. And next practice is our wheel pose. So you can see how it will help our spine to stay nice and strong and open in our arms and to have a little back bend into our Vasisthasana as of today. And then slowly release the hands, and we'll take a second dip into our Vasisthasana version today. So from here, arch the spine, kickstand your right foot. It's going to feel better this time around and more open. Left arm up, bend your left knee in, peace fingers around your big toe, extend forward, and then from there, lifting it all the way up and more opening and lifting into the heart, to the back of the heart, gaze up towards the sky. And we'll stay another breath right here, making some more memories for spine, mobility in our hips. And exhale, release, arm and leg down. And exhale, come back to tabletop, arch your spine. And we move our way to our second side. You can stay right where you are and kickstand your left foot back, and the right leg comes forward to the side like a plank version. Right arm up, find a nice arch for your side body. And from there, lifting right leg, arm inside the leg, peace fingers around the big toe, leg forward, and from there, leg up to the sky, and gaze up to the sky, shoulders away from ears. Stabilize the abdominals, spread the toes, hug the muscles in, slightly bend into your knee. And one more breath here. And then exhale, release. Arm and leg to the side. And exhale, hands back down. Come to tabletop. And from tabletop, make your way down to child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart, forehead, hairline, third eye to your mat. Full extension.
Forward bend, press the palms, lift the belly button, arch the spine, sit back down with your seat to your heels, untie knots in your lower back, spread the fingers. One more breath here. And then we're making our way up to tabletop, knees under hips, come to a seat. Uphavista Konasana will close with a forward bend from our different extensions to the side. We can simply just lean ourselves forward and get a nice even extension and stretch for lower back and hip area. Take your inner thighs wide back and apart. And from here, walk your hands forward, come down onto your forearms and drop your head. Active stretching, heels are down, toes are half pointing, half flexing, a little floint on your feet. And you can take your block, you can make a pillow out of your arms for your head, and folding forward, closing our practice, active stretching. Four corners of our knees are up towards the sky. Quads are facing up, hamstrings are facing down. We have an opportunity to layer hamstrings back, quads up, adductors medial, and abductors to the lateral side. One more breath here. And slowly from here, extending your arms, come back up to your seat, hands underneath your knees. And from here, we can come to a comfortable seat. Some of you might want to take the opportunity to lay onto your back and take your Shavasana while we'll take our 3 breaths and a short, quiet meditation, or simply just to sit and bathing in the nice, clear energy that we created for ourselves. So we can have the palms onto knees, onto lap, pulling our hands in halfway onto our femurs, pulling ears back, shoulders and elbows are stacked. Nice and long spine. And we return to where we started by emptying the air all the way out. And then inhaling 3 to 5 breaths. And exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. And coming back to normal breathing, where we simply just sit together after our deep stretching yoga poses, where we are opening layers for our body to let go of any stagnation. And with each and every pose is an opportunity to bind our layers a little bit more deeper and closer together, as we at the same time blast energies that is not wanted. So we are yoking ourselves back together with purifying poses. Today was a fun practice into Vasisthasana, a pose that takes sages, or took sages, and maybe still are in some realms, thousands and thousands and thousands of years to move them way into. And we are
taking them into our Western yoga and putting them into our hip opening sequence for the fun of it. I hope you had a great time. We sit nice and tall, a couple of moments, enjoying the pure, clear energy we created for ourselves. And as always, stay as long as you'd like until you feel like your cup has been filled. I appreciate you being here with me practicing yoga. And these 30 sessions are layered with 30 sessions of Pilates Fusion as well. Visit them if you would like, or I'll see you back here for another yoga practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.